distinguished guests, dear ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all the attendees. It's a pleasure and a real privilege to welcome you in the Athens Academy on behalf of the Secretary General, Professor Zerefos, which an accident prevents him from coming and contributing to this conference. I am also a member of the Academy of Athens, and I am a medical doctor. So I am very impressed by the program, which I had the opportunity only yesterday night to read it. I am impressed. And I realized that you are dealing with the models and initiative needed to couple economic growth and natural resources. This indeed expresses the interest of the Academy of Athens, and because the Academy of Athens is working on the natural resources, on the traditional Mediterranean diet, the implication of the traditional Mediterranean diet to the environment and to climatic changes, and also to the quality of the natural resources. We are a small country, we survive with quality and not with quantity. And our natural resources, quite often they refer to quality rather than to quantity. Having said that, I wish to assure you that the Academy of Athens is very happy welcoming you here. We could contribute, we could collaborate, it's up to you. We could sometime later or another time to present our endeavors and our achievements and our failures, of course. Always with achievements, the achievements are associated with failures. And I wish you success to your noble endeavor, and of course, a pleasant stay in Greece. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Chad.
On behalf of the entire GFCC, it's wonderful that we're here today for this important event. And I just want to welcome everyone and turn it over to Deborah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kalimerisis, Mr. Minister, Mr. Mayor, distinguished guests and ladies. It's a tremendous honor for us to really open the Global Innovation Summit here in the Academy of Athens, which really is a place of great beauty but great symbolism, capturing the spirit, the wisdom, the glory of ancient Greece, but also the philosophy, the science, the arts that have shaped our civilization and continue today to really be the drivers of our future prosperity and security. And I want to thank you very much, Professor Trikopoulou, for hosting us today, and we hope that the Secretary General recovers soon. But thank you. And of course, we all know about your distinguished background as a professor of medicine and elected member of the Academy, but I think certainly all of us from around the world know and wish that we followed every day the Mediterranean diet. So thank you so very, very much. As you know, we are leaders gathered from around the world who are here for the first time since 2019 together to really discuss the competitiveness, challenges, and opportunities of our day and how working together we will shape the future. And as we know, and we've discussed yesterday and in our fantastic program last night that really highlighted the journey of crisis, resiliency, growth, transformation of Greece, that we are living in very, very challenging times, from coming out of the pandemic to, of course, dealing with geostrategic challenges, from Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the impact on energy, food, water, etc. But we know, of course, that our theme of the meeting, starting today and tomorrow, and then continuing in Ioannina, is about building competitiveness from local to global, and we are going to have some tremendous discussions from leaders from every continent in the world who've joined us here in Athens. We are very honored, Mr. Mayor, that tomorrow evening you will be receiving us at your office, and I know, having been to Athens many times over the years, that you are an agent of change and you're leading the tremendous next generation of transformation of Athens. So thank you so much for being here. And of course, Minister Sykouras, we're very excited to hear your remarks as well about what you're doing in the very important leadership role as Minister of Finance. Also this morning, we will be releasing our flagship product of the Global Federation of Competitiveness Councils, our competitiveness principles. And we have co-created this document since our inception about 12 years ago. And every year, together, our community of leaders looks at what are the particular issues and challenges of the day, and what are the 10 principles that we all need to embrace to take our nations, our regions, and the world forward. And we will be formally releasing those principles shortly. And also, we are very excited that we will be awarding 2 special Global Competitiveness Awards this morning for leadership in industry and business and leadership in science and technology and research. And of course, we would not be here in Athens for the 2022 Global Federation of Competitiveness Councils Global Summit and Meeting without our fantastic partners and hosts, the Delphi Economic Forum, Mr. Simeon Simokis, Compete Greece, Mr. Simos Anastonopoulos, 2 innovators, 2 leaders. You have been with us in the GFCC for many years now, and we want to all thank you again for your support and leadership. And I also want to recognize our other members, Piraeus Bank and the Athens Group. So with that, I welcome you all and look forward to our 2 days of the summit.
Mr. Mayor, Minister, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this fantastic and iconic building, a symbol of the history of newer Greece. We are not only privileged to be here today and hold this session of GIS 2022, we are also privileged to have with us the Mayor of Athens. Let me say a couple of words about the Mayor. The Mayor started his career as the Mayor of the city of Karpenisi, a very nice place in central Greece. Then he became the governor of the region of central Greece, and then since 2019, Mayor of Athens. Since one of the pillars of our conference this year is from local to global, I believe that the Mayor of Athens is the embodiment of local to global. Mr. Mayor, thank you very much. The Mayor is going to host us tomorrow evening. Thank you very much for that also. And please, I welcome you to the session and to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests and dear friends, it's a real pleasure and indeed a privilege to welcome you to Athens, to welcome all the trailblazing business leaders who traveled from around the globe for the 2022 Global Innovation Summit. Today's event is very important for us because it brings together key decision makers across all industries and sectors, facilitating perception alignment and ultimately enabling an integrated and coherent strategy for a city's journey into a sustainable future. And I am exceptionally happy to have you all here right now, because believe me, take my word for it, this is the moment of Athens, much like it was the moment of Lisbon 10 years ago, or the moment of Berlin 20 years ago, or Barcelona 30 years ago. Because despite the loss of valuable time and the consecutive crises that have tormented our metropolis, today we are not just reluctantly bouncing back, but we are quite decisively leaping forward. And we are currently experiencing 3 major transitions towards a greener, a fairer, and indeed a more digital city. Parks, pavements, disability access, cuts in municipal charges, and e-governance are just a few examples and buzzwords that we are checking off our long and indeed long due to do list. And at the same time, we are fortunate to be experiencing 3 investment megatrends, and this is where the city of Athens is actually breaking records, upgrading and advancing our capabilities and infrastructure in tourism, real estate, and public infrastructure. I could not be more thrilled about carrying out this large urban and spatial planning intervention in the history of the city of Athens. But our Greek capital is not changing in isolation. The world has been undergoing several transformations lately, and it is affecting us too. It's the global-local connection. One such shift is that post-pandemic and amidst the climate crisis, Athenians have become much more demanding of their urban environment. It is the case in most cities around the world. Pollution, mobility issues, high cost of living, and lack of access to green spaces represent the biggest challenge for our city, for our urban planners and businesses that want to play a role in helping the city become more sustainable, livable, and resilient. And as people want cleaner, as people want greener, healthier places to live, new expectations are formed, especially amongst the next generation. So much from us, their elected public representatives, as well, I dare say, as from you. They're made private forerunners. You are seen as agents of change, and in the context of urban living, as city healers. Smart network technologies represent potential solutions to the aforementioned challenges, leading companies to innovate at the city level, investing on emerging tech, and competing for space in niche as well as mainstream markets. In this context, the unique value proposition of innovation is found in its potential of creating win-win-win situations for citizens, residents, consumers, local governments, and interest group businesses. However, the wide range of application of these new technologies makes it hard for governments to understand and control them, and of course for businesses to focus on meaningful and feasible solutions to real challenges and issues. To fix this discrepancy and build such disruptive, transformative, and future-proof solutions, we need a more collaborative approach in defining our problems. This means that we should leave our hard-headedness behind and become more flexible. We cannot bridge the chronic and rigid gap between the public and the private sector if we do not rethink and redesign our outdated forms of private-public partnerships. This will enable us to assume a deeper and more holistic, system-level perspective of people's experience of urban life, so that we can both together play our role in shaping cities into the kinds of places people really want to live in. The opportunities are there, and there are many. We just need to help each other in getting them right. Many, many thanks, and once again, welcome to our fair city.
Dear Mayor, thank you very much for your participation, for your welcome. Please keep up the good work. Simos forgot to say that you are the best mayor of these last 20 years, so we thank you for all you are doing for the Athens. Thank you very much.